I would be remiss to not ask you about this Sasha Naomi situation. I don't really get into too much like actual like usually we just like bullshit like we just did.
Yeah.
But I do find this whole situation really fascinating, especially, I mean, for people that are listening to this, we are recording this on Saturday after Friday, the announcement that they are, they're suspended indefinitely. Is that right?
Yeah, that was, yeah, they
And
kind of
now the
doubled
titles
down.
have been vacated.
Yeah, they're going to do a tournament, they said,
Yeah.
on commentary. Pat had to sit there awkwardly while
I know. Did he
Cole made
ever,
the
right?
announcement.
That
Yeah.
was actually perfect, that like just let Cole do the spiel and you like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I was really worried that Pat was going to try to be cute or say something. I was like,
Don't do
I
it.
was like,
Don't do
yeah,
it.
don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, yeah, no, he's smarter than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nuts. Like there's a lot of nutso things happening. I think there's a lot of speculation, like,
Yeah.
and that kind of drives me a little crazy that a lot of people are acting like very informed when
I know.
I don't know anybody that actually is informed.
Agreed.
But yeah, man, I mean, it seems like a really big deal the way this is being covered. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is not, because you would, I don't know, it's like the opposite of being swept under the rug, right? It's
Yeah. To
like
have
let's
like the press release statement go out during Monday Night Raw, right after whenever it went out, to it being addressed on SmackDown, to their merch no longer available on WWE.com. It's pretty crazy.
yeah, it's really nuts. I mean, I personally I'm bummed out because I love Sasha Banks and Naomi so much. I want to
Me
see them on
too.
television, but I've also I mean, we got to be careful as fans that we put too much on performers. Like I always feel like even if you really love what somebody's doing and you think it's a dream job, if they don't want to do it, like we as fans should be able to allow them to not do it anymore. Like they obviously have a very different perspective than we do. And I think
Mm-hmm.
at some point, we've heard one side of the story. I'm sure at one point we
Yeah.
will hear the other side of the story and be able to actually make some kind of assessment on everything
Yeah.
that went on. But yeah, I definitely don't think we've heard the other side of the story.
That's my big takeaway from it as well, where it's like, okay, we've very clearly heard one side of what's happened here and we've not heard a peep about the other side of the story. And yeah, I'm with you. It's like, if the pressure that is put on performers, and yes, you use the word like dream job, and when you see what Sasha Banks has done in the professional wrestling world, you see somebody like Naomi as well, like just everything she's been able to do, the opportunities she's had, in some like lack thereof of the opportunity she has not had. It makes it very, very interesting to see kind of what's going to happen when that other shoe drops. I obviously want things to work out for everybody.
Sure.
I love Sasha. I love Naomi. I love what they bring to the table. Obviously, I love them as performers. But yeah, if you feel like you got to take a stand, you feel like you got to take a stand and see what happens.
Yeah, and like of
That.
course, like generally speaking, you should not leave a show when the show is happening, right? Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't do that. But that's a very general statement to make without knowing any specifics
Yeah.
and not being in a person's head. Like these are human
Yes.
beings. So
Yep.
I'm very interested in hearing the perspective from the other side before, making some kind of grand judgment call on it.
Agreed. Yeah, that's right. I keep kind of like, yeah, just checking to see, like, is there any more information here? Okay, still nothing. Then I'm just going to
Yeah.
kind of continue minding my own business and like
And
wondering.
you don't want to start sending texts and stuff because you don't want to be
No.
that like there's just so
Well,
many.
I don't ever want someone to think that I'm trying to actually pry them for information, rather than just
Exactly.
like, I just want to like be a friend and check in, but I don't want you to think that I'm just like being nosy and like, trying to figure stuff out on my own. I don't want to jump to any conclusions.
What's this for your podcast? Like no.
100%.
All
Oh
right,
my
never mind.
God.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Especially now that like doing my own show and having my podcast, like that's the last thing I want someone to think is I'm like, oh, give me the hot scoop. Like, no, absolutely not. Not happening.
And you want to be like, hey, whenever you need a place to talk, I would like to, like, you don't know how to say, like,
no.
I would like, as a friend, I would offer you the platform of my show should you want it, without being like, hey, you want to do my show? Give me the dirt.
Dude. Oh my God. And especially like this day and age where like
Yeah.
that there's so many different situations like that where I'm like, should I just shut up and like wait and see if somebody wants to do the show? Cause like, yeah. Oh God, it's such an awkward spot. You want to do my show?
I very rarely do that, but I tried to get the scoop from Cody. It did not work.
Damn it, Cody.
Yeah. I
Come
sent,
on. Saved it for Stone Cold. Rude.
I sent Cody the old message ski as soon as that news was breaking. Hey man, don't want to be that guy, but
here I go.
He
Let
sent
me
me
know.
back
And yeah,
picture
he
of his
said
kid.
no.
Wait, no, he just sent me back a picture of his kid and his dog and said,
Oh.
"What news?"
Classic.
Yeah, Carney.
Classic. I know, right? Oh my gosh.